Now, while I'm waiting for you to hop on, I'm going to read a little bit from this wonderful book again, Iyanla Vanzant, In the Meantime, Finding Yourself and the Love You Want. So, love's got everything to do with the meantime. She was not looking for him. He was not looking for her. As a matter of fact, they were both somewhat attached to other people. Yet the minute they saw each other, their body parts began to twitch, and their eyes began to sparkle. The meantime was brewing. They worked their way across the room, aware that the other was doing the same thing. He spoke first. No, she did. She asked him a silly question to which he and his twitch parts were more than willing to respond. He ducked his attachment. She ducked hers. They needed some time to talk. They did, and they laughed, something neat seemed to do very often with their attachments. Exchanged telephone numbers to their places of employment. Although they both knew, they both acted like they didn't. Reluctantly, they both rejoined their attachments, and together they entered a simmering pot of time stew. When you are not happy where you are and you are not quite sure if you want to leave or how to leave, you are in time. It is a state of limbo. Hi, everybody. Hi. Good evening. Si sabes. Yes, the move is going well. I'm just taking a break to do this with you guys and to have a little bit of food and to refuel. So thank you for asking. Cyberdine, Amber from Florida. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Lovely to see you, Amber. Always a pleasure. Navi, hello. SMRK2. Hi, Agnes and everyone. Happy hump day. Love these lives. Navi, I want to manifest my friend moving to London. Okay. Well, that sounds clear. Wonderful. Liz, hello. What's up? Lovely to see you. That's you, Cyberdine. Renoir, hi, Agnes. Hello to you. Asta, can you make manifestation for natural pregnancy? Yes. Practice the sex living in the end. Imagining yourself pregnant. Imagine yourself... Well, I had a friend that bought some Johnson's baby powder and she put it on her pillow. And the smell of Johnson's baby powder reminds you of babies. And then she put the bottle, you know, the standard white bottle. It's been white with blue writing on it for decades. She put it on the bathroom counter, so she saw it every day. And she now has 2 children. Asta, and success in exam. Yes, exactly the same, Asta. Live in the end, practice what it would be to be on the other side of it and feel the relief and the joy of it. Very simple manifesting. Live in the end, stay out of the problem. B, UK, hi. I'm well, darling. Back at you. Hope you're well. Romy, lovely Agnes. Any tips on how to let go of how long successfully trying to manifest SP back? I'm feeling more demotivated each day because I don't see any movement. Plus, well, Romy, if you're doing that, scorekeeping, firstly, it's a good idea to not do that, but I understand you're human and, you know, we do look at the 3D. I would get back to the feeling of, because when you're feeling demotivated, you're not in a state of love. When you're going, it's been a year, you're not in a state of love. The whole idea is to stay in the state of love as much as you can. Okay, and when you're not in it, you go, not in it, that's where I am. Let me do a self-love meditation. Let me go for a walk in nature, do my affirmations. Let me do a living in the end meditation or imaginal scene. We have to put the effort in, and Romy, when you've done enough of it all, just let it go for 2 or 3 days or a week and just go, you know what? Because you can manifest someone back purely by just doing self-love work. Because if you're doing self-love and you feel loved, you attract love more easily. Okay? Win icon. I don't understand the question. Roofer, hello. What's up is I'm doing a live with you. Suana, I feel my boyfriend losing interest in me. What should I do? Love work, self-love work, self-love work. When people lose interest, it means you are not in a self-loving state. You're probably, and you can answer the question if it's true, in a trying to give state. Would that be correct or not? Expression list. Hey Agnes, can you share any tips on what to do when SP is holding grudges against you? How is this related to pushed out? Well, ask yourself, have I forgiven myself? Because when you don't forgive yourself, then people don't forgive you. So I would work with, have a look at expression list, whole Ho'oponopono playlist on this channel. You can look at it free, and there's exercises at the end of each video that you can do. I would look at that, okay? There's a whole playlist called Ho'oponopono and Forgiveness. Work with that, and then clear your stuff, and then it will be a different everyone as you pushed out experience. Rami, thank you so much, darling. My pleasure. Sachin, I'm not sure what you're asking. Please make sentences, not just a couple of words, okay? Because I need a clear question to be able to answer it. Patricia, hello. What affirmations can I use for an undue charge? Oh, okay. Actually, Patricia, I wouldn't do affirmations. I would try some revision on that. Try and go back and revise that undue charge. And then you unhook yourself from the annoying emotion when that happens. Oh boy, that's never welcome, is it? Never welcome. Expression list, thank you so much. My pleasure. My pleasure, my pleasure. Cyberdine. Cyberdine. That's the only queen I want to be. There's a queen of tarts. Living in the country where the queen, well, she's not here anymore. She died last year. As queen of tarts would be my preference. Patricia, okay, thanks. Pleasure, my pleasure. It's just working out what's the easiest and the best way to get out of the negative emotion. Trying to affirm up of that would probably be a little bit difficult. So I think, you know, doing it with revision. Patricia, there's a whole revision playlist on this channel if you want to kind of get yourself going and oils. And also, Patricia, put in to YouTube my name, revision meditation, and look up if any of the general revision meditations you can use. Okay? Try that. Try that. BUK, you said, where are you from, darling? I am born in France. Yeah, that's the accent you can hear. And now I live in London after having lived in Canada. So there's the little story. It's not a simple answer. SMRK. People think I'm angry when I'm not. Unsure what could be the everyone as you pushed out. Experience since I'm fine on the inside. When state I'm not angry and get told, when I state, I'm assuming you're saying I'm not angry, I get told defensive, meaning you, I suppose. Do you have any tips on how to convey what I feel inside? I would probably change it on your face. It's obviously your facial expressions are conveying that you look angry. That's where people get it from usually, your face and your energy. So I would try and smile more, SMRK2. It's portrays and gives out a different vibe. Romy, do you also have tips when you're being bullied in your childhood and seems to be a pattern in adult life with total strangers? Yes, I would do the inner child meditations and release the old emotions of having been bullied, because the child in you is still, and then it draws it in through perhaps fear. So have a look at that, Romy. And I would also look at some revision for that as well. But do the inner child first, because you've got to clear the old emotion first. Okay? Cyberdine, Agnes, do you have any recommendations for a bad neighbor? Oh boy, I've been through this 3 times myself, so I hear you. Practice the rubbing out technique, and that worked. I had living above me an alcoholic insomniac, so he was dragging furniture around all night because he was drinking, and then he was totally unaware of the noise he was making. So I was awake all night with him, and he told me once, he said, oh, I can't sleep. And I thought, well, I can if you're making noise. No matter what I said, it didn't work. So I rubbed him out, and then he got kicked out of the flat. So I would try rubbing out technique for that, because I know it worked. Glorious day of celebration. You might even want to practice celebrating in advance. Go out and celebrate that your neighbor's gone and that you don't have to deal with it anymore. And how the relief you would feel about that. SMRK2, my pleasure. Dina, how can self-love attract SP to me? Well, if you feel loved, you are loved. If wanted, you are wanted. If you feel unloved, you are unloved. And if you feel unwanted, you are unwanted. That's how it works. Very simple. It's all energy. Okay, you can just do self-love work and attract back a specific person. You don't have to do any work. Okay? Patricia, have you ever considered writing your own book about manifestations? I like your forward and simple way of speaking. Well, I have written 4 books, Patricia. They're all on my website, but they are success stories. They're success stories. A lot of them mine. In the first book, A Person of Interest. And then, you know, other people's success stories that they've written in their own words. But yeah, I'm in the process of writing a self-love journal, work journal. I've been working on that for a year. So that's going to be the next thing to be released. Thank you for your compliment, Patricia. Rummy, thank you so much, Angel. You're so helpful to so many. You have no idea. Oh, well, good. I will tell my mum you said that, Rummy. Story by Rax. Very bad childhood where I was in second best feeling and all liked my sister. Okay. So I would practice, again, going back, doing the inner child meditation. There's a whole playlist on this channel. You can do the meditations for free. The inner child discussions I've had with people that have worked on their inner child, and the progress that they have had from working on the inner child. Okay, so I would look at that playlist to help you, and then clear the old story of I'm second best, I'm second best. Okay. Also, Story by Rax, there is a whole first best, second best playlist. I just remembered that. So, look, when this gets uploaded, within 24 hours, all the links have been put down below, usually, in case you can't find anything. So if you need to come back to this live, then you can look at the links below. Okay? Liz, what would you recommend for switching from need to pupil desire? Self-love work, Liz. You've got to be in a state of love. All the issues that so many of you have is because you're not in a state of love and you're not able to hold it. You're in a state of trying to get and neediness. Not saying you in particular, but a lot of people are. I would say that's the pandemic, is that. So many people are in action figure mode, trying to get love, trying to get money, trying to get a good job, trying to get. When you're in, if I'm not getting enough, I want more, and dissatisfied energy, it is a repellent to everything that you want. You must change your energy out and away from that into the state of love and radiating love out. And you do that, you attract what you desire much more easily without any effort. Okay? Isha, and from the place I'm not feeling to talk to anyone anymore. Okay. I didn't see your other comment, Isha, if there was one, so I'm not sure if that's a part 2 question or a part 2 comment. So I've just scrolled back a bit and I can't see anything. No. So if there's a question, Isha, you'll post the question, okay? Cyberdeen, any recommendations for a family member who is disobedient or badly behaved, or someone who is a family member that's an addict? Oh, okay. Change your assumptions. Negative assumptions projected onto people harden into fact. So I would bring out in your mind what it is that is the opposite. So using the child and the words you used here as an example, I love how, and you would know the child's name, say the child's name, I love how, let's call the child Susan, is so obedient and well behaved. Okay? I love how Susan is so obedient and well behaved. There's your new assumption. You are changing how you are, because this is an everyone is you pushed out situation, you see. So if you change your thought and assumption about a person, in this case a child, then it can show you the evidence. Now, in terms of a family member that's been an addict, I think it is your assumptions, but also I do think, and this is my personal experience, I will share that, I find even when certain people are, say, family members, because you know them really well and you know their behaviors and you would have negative assumptions about them, it's limiting the amount of time you spend with them so you don't go down the plug hole, so that you can hold the assumptions about them. Because once they kick into their habits, it just goes, you know, in you, here we go again. They always do that. They're always trying to take, they're always trying to get, they're always trying to, whatever it is that you project onto them. So limit the amount of time with them to get more roots that have grown on your new assumption. Okay? Dina, Susan, Sammy, what meditations do I need to accept myself, love myself, and for your channel? Well, Dina, just go, I've got a whole meditation channel separate to this one. The meditations on this channel are old and not as well recorded as the meditation channel ones. But Dina, if you just go to YouTube, put my name, put meditation, and then put self-acceptance, self-love, self-worth, the word worthy after the word meditation, and it will show you all the meditations that are on that specific, okay? Nice and easy. Then there's so many, you will have an endless amount to make a little playlist with of your own choosing. You know, the ones you don't like, go, no, not that one, but this one I like, so let me the playlist, and then you get the best ones for you. Story by Rax, thank you so much. Even my ex left me, tried many coaches, all said that I'm not consistent and believe tarot a lot and react to 3D, and it's manifesting X and self-love things just got worse. Okay. Well, story by Rax, if you want to hear my story is pretty similar to yours. My story is in a separate playlist. It's called My Personal Manifestations. And then there's also my romantic relationship journey. So if you want to listen to those, lots of meat on the bone then, and there's a lot of stuff I did wrong that really kicked me in the butt in terms of love. And, you know, I had to learn the same lesson over and over and over, at least 4 or 5 in different relationships. So I don't have that problem anymore because I've been with my guy for 13 years now. So I don't have those issues these days, but I still work on my self-love because I know that that's the most important thing. So hopefully that'll help you. Story by Rax. okay? And I would stay away. I know people like tarot. I used to do tarot, psychics, medium, all this stuff, numerology. Once you know that you are the creator and the manifestor of what you experience in regards to relationships, you put more energy into things that make you learn and grow about that topic rather than wasting, and I will say wasting. I know some people love that stuff, each to their own, because I understand I used it too, but now I can see for me, I was just perpetuating the needing reassurance by going to people like that. So I wasn't working on my self-love enough. Isha, I'm not feeling like talking to many people now. Is that due to change in energies? I can't say, Isha, I don't know you well enough to comment on that. But I do think sometimes, one, we are around the wrong kind of people. Or two, we are tired and weary and need some time to ourselves. So without knowing your situation in detail, darling, that's about as much as I can say. Story by Rax. After 3 years, if failure gained a lot of weight, and now you look bad and hate my body, even after self-love, and my ex is with my cousin's sister, feel broke, that's why me, since kid all leaves me. Okay, but that story by Rax, your past does not have to be your present, but it is because the past is still alive in you. And that's the same thing that happened to me and to many others. It's you have to clear the old. Okay, there is, if you go to YouTube, put in I Love My Body, Abraham Hicks, you will see a thumbnail that's got a heart like that and a belly button in the middle. Listen to that every single day. It is one of the best I Love My things I've ever heard. Okay? And hating the body is not going to help you. Your body is under stress. It doesn't need eating it on top of it. So please stop doing that and do your self-love meditation so that that stops. Okay? Your body needs all the help it can get. And it's really important that you nurture it and love it. And then the weight will drop off. It will. Oh, have a look, Story by Rax. If you put my name and then put the word fasting, I shared how I dropped weight from fasting, intermittent fasting. If that's of interest to you, it is, I think, one of the easiest routes to go. Because you're not dieting, you're eating on the other days. And I still do it to this day. Every Monday, every Thursday, I fast 24 hours. But I built up to that, okay? I'm not saying you do that straight away. I built up to that. And the weight just stays at a really lovely weight that's good for me. So yeah. And yes, nice to catch you live. Cheers from London. Who is that? I don't know because it hasn't got a little name next to it. And yes, lovely hair. Oh, thank you. Wash and wear today. Wash and wear. Dawn DeWitt. Hello, Dawn. Best of luck with my latest venture. Oh, which venture? Moving? Is that the one you mean? Oh. Or did I tell you something and I've forgotten, Dawn? KM. Hello, KM. Hello, hello. Sending me lots. Fabulous. Oof. I got it. Rita, I got too much in my victim mindset. What do I do? You get out of your victim mindset by working on yourself. Self-love, people, is the answer to everything. All the questions you ask yourself, how good is my self-love and have I been doing it? And if you've been doing it, continue. If you've been continuing, keep being consistent. It is the key to everything. And yes, does law of attraction work on the same way with the same sex? I am trying to return back to my ex last 10 years. I don't manifest or visualize every day, but I do every week. I'm not sure what you mean by the same sex. Same sex as in your ex is the same sex. Doesn't matter whether you're heterosexual, you know, or bisexual, heterosexual, or gay. Doesn't matter. Energy is energy. Manifesting is manifesting, and sending love is sending love. Work on that. KM, I've learned so much from you forever. Oh, thank you, KM. Thank you for your kind words. Glad it's helped. A lot of people helped me along the way, and I will never forget that. And some of them I've known for 30 years, And they, we help each other now. Forget who helps you, especially in your physical world, because, the greatest thing someone can give you is their time. Deneen, hi and yes, many blessings for a beautiful... Yes, thank you so much. Your teachings are extremely helpful. My pleasure, Deneen. My pleasure. BUK, I already answered that question. Navi, are you Muslim? I know that it's an Islamic thing. Fasting Monday and Thursday. Oh, is it? I didn't realize it was a Monday and Thursday thing. I just picked 2 days that suited me. No, I'm not Muslim. I'm not any religion at all, but I do believe in Source, God, infinite intelligence. Prado, hi and yes, love you. Kisses in your direction. Amber, are you moving or did you move? I'm in the process of moving today and tomorrow, Amber. But I'm a minimalist, so I don't have a lot to do. My moves are easy. So my partner's with me, and he's upstairs packing, so we will do another couple of loads, and then the removal trucks will do the big stuff tomorrow. But I said that I would do lives Wednesday, and I like to honor my commitment, even though it's an hour and a half later. I like to honor my commitment because some people, they come on here and this is where they get a bit of help. So, the moving isn't going anywhere if I take a break for half an hour. Hi, Agnes. Daniela from Tobago. Oh, Daniela, I'd love to be in Tobago. Can we swap? Loving the self-love journey since, of course, I recommend it to everyone. Oh, that's wonderful, Danielle. I'm glad it helped you. Yeah, I think of all my courses, that's the most important one. I think, the SP courses and all of that, but the self-love SP courses or the simple self-love courses, I think are the greatest foundation of all for us all, Doing the inner work. Then the outside changes. Hi and yes, Dibakar. And yes, I have heard that it's possible to manifest an apology. Do you know of some instances where someone was able to manifest an apology? Do, however, when you understand everyone's you put out, you don't focus on getting apologies anymore. So can I suggest, before you look to manifest an apology, look at the Everyone Is You Pushed Out playlist, work out what was it in me that created never happened that I feel I need and want an apology, and then dissolve that in you. Stop looking for the other person to change, and you attracted what happened. I would suggest you do that first. Okay? Story by Rax. Thank you so much. We'll work on inner child and first best. Hope one day you text here telling my ex is back to me because magic happens. Yeah, and then we'll do an interview if you want, and you can send me your success story, and you can get excited knowing that that's going to, if you want to, there's no pressure, help people. Just something nice to look forward to. Sharing, as other people share their stories to help all of you. Okay, and you said one last question. How did you stop going to tarot? Well, I just started to work on my self-love and then do my imagining. And then when things started to happen more, then I thought, well, hang on. I'm going to tarot readers and psychics and mediums because I have doubt and I'm looking for reassurance. And I thought, you know what? I don't want to look for reassurance from people anymore. I actually want to become a better creator. And once you know you can create and you can manifest, cut out the middleman. Okay? But I understand that people go because it's a stepping stone for many, as it was for me years ago. Okay, I'm going to take another couple of questions. Lisa Marie, hi from London. Oh, Lisa, having the day of amazing gloriousness today. It is just a fabulous day. And the next 10 to 12 days is no rain and it's beautiful. All sun. I looked ahead. Google weather. KM. Please give me a quick guideline on this. Attract a crush at the workplace, self-love and self-worth meditations, and minding your own business, and off and on sending love vibrations is enough and okay. Shell, yeah. KM, what I would add, write a little script. I'm happy and grateful now that, I'm going to use the word Mark and I are having more conversations at work. I love how we get on, we understand each other. I love how we're in sync. I love our connection. I love how we laugh. I love how we help each other at work. I love that this builds a really nice rapport between the two of us. And I love how it's on and on goes. Yes, it does. Love you. Navi, congratulations on the new place. I moved yesterday too. Oh, wow. Good time of the year to move. Right when the seasons are changing and it's not freezing cold or really hot. I'm not sure where you are, Navi, but yeah, it's definitely a good time of the year to move. Lisa Marie, better to be a minimalist because we are all surrounded by and organized isn't good for the king soul. No, I find clear, because I work from home, clear, uncluttered spaces. I like space more than stuff. And I only have what I use. And everything's in order. Papers, all my books, all my clothes. You know, I have everything so I don't spend time looking for stuff because I know where everything is. Well, everyone, I'm going to scoot. I need to go and eat a little piece of lasagna, and then I'm going to go and carry on and do what I'm... So I'll see you here. I'm aiming for 5 o'clock tomorrow, which is the regular time. If you want to know exactly sure that I'm on here at 5, just check the community tab. Actually, it's not called the community tab anymore. YouTube changed it to the post tab. I will, depending on, you know, how the moving's going, just let you know if I'm not going to make it right at 5, if I'm an hour later. But at this stage, 5 o'clock tomorrow. All right? All right. Lots of love, everyone. Happy resting, but work on your self-love. Honestly, if you do that, the most incredible thing happen. And you will go, wow, everything's so effortless because I feel loved, I feel secure, I feel good enough, I feel that I matter, that I'm deserving, that I'm worthy. And you practice those affirmations, you practice the meditations, you practice. And then you go, why didn't I do this before? Like I did. I did it a little bit, I did a little bit more, I stopped. So I never saw the consistency of it, the consistent result. Once I got consistent in my self-love journey, then the consistency started to show itself on the outside. All right, talk to you real soon, and lovely questions. It's always nice to spend time with you and to see where you're at, to hear where you're at. All right. See you tomorrow if you join again.